Welcome back, my beautiful business besties. I hope that you're well. Today, I want to chat with you about, give you a little sense behind the scenes and specifically what my daily routine was when I was growing a 7-figure group practice. You know, I grew fast, I grew furiously, and I survived it. And I was a mom. I was a new mom with 2 babies. Thank God I married the right person and he's super helpful. Before we get into this, I just want you to ponder, how are you surrounded by love? Are you surrounded by a tribe of people that help you? Like your parents, do they live in town? Like your partner? Do you ask for help? Yes or no? And when they give you the help, do you accept it? Yes or no? I think after our conversation today, you'll realize how important it is to lean on others. You want next level results. In order to get next level results, you need to take next level care of yourself. So I'll start with my day, like my morning routine. It actually starts the night before. Our morning routine always starts the night before because guess what? We need to set ourselves up for success. And that means turning off the television, putting away the phone, stop scrolling, and go to bed early. What time do you go to bed? How many hours do you get? Okay. I used to be embarrassed by this. I don't know why. I have some shame. I have like some shame around how early I actually go to bed. I go to bed. I'm asleep by 8:30 p.m. And I actually get really excited about going to sleep early. I'm one of those people, I can't really nap during the day at all. I have a lot of energy in the morning and throughout the day, but by 3 p.m., I'm kind of done. My circadian rhythms peak and then it's like downhill. And that's why actually intentionally I book the hard things before noon. The things that require a lot of my brain, like this podcast right now, it's 9 a.m. And then I try to book meetings in the later afternoon because those are engaging and they kind of like keep me awake and they're easy because it's conversations. But producing something, I always book in the morning. So I go to bed early. I sleep 9 hours, my friends. I wake up sometimes I'll even go to bed at 8 and wake up at 5. I know. And I own it. My team knows, my friends know, they make fun of me when we go out because I do actually have a life. I book the seniors dinner, which is about 5 p.m. is when I go out for dinner. I swear I have a fun life though. Like I actually go out all the time and have fun. I just do it earlier. The reason I love getting up early is if I don't, and I want you to think of you, if I don't, I can't fuel the machine for the day because then everybody gets up and then your group practice wakes up and everybody needs you. And what about your needs? I want you to picture a vehicle. You see, you're very different than any other vehicle. Your vehicle goes very, very fast throughout the day and it goes multiple places. Like a normal vehicle goes slower. Maybe it just goes to one destination, maybe 2. Yours goes to 17.5 places at turbo speed. Now, we need to every single morning check the oil, put windshield wiper fluid, put air in the tires. Are you doing that? Because if you don't, you will burn out. How could you not? You're human. So here's what I do. It's 5 a.m. and it's dark. I tiptoe downstairs into my living room. Everyone's upstairs sleeping. And I lay on the floor. And I calibrate my energy to the vibration, to the universe that I want to bring in today. I slow down. And I start my day with feeling the feeling that I want to attract. You see, we're all doing this, building this thing. We want the freedom. Like, what do you actually want? Probably it's more free time and more freedom. But why do you want that? What feeling will it give you? Will it give you this sense of ease, this sense of happiness? Like, what feeling will it give you? And what if you were to practice that feeling first thing in the morning? Now it's backwards because we've been brainwashed by society that no, you can't feel that until you get the car, the bigger house, until you fly first class. But what if every morning, just for 5 minutes, just even maybe for 30 seconds of those 5 minutes, you felt grounded, calm, peace. You felt loved. You felt gratitude. I do that first. Then I get up and I go to yoga. I move my body. Do you have to move your body? There's so much energy that we hold, right? And I find when I'm really, really busy, I'll clench my teeth at night. It's almost like there's this energy in my body. Do you feel that? Like tension that needs to be released. And I go to hot power yoga and I'm a new person after that hour. I get home. It's just after 7. My kids are just up and I'm ready. Because remember, I am, you are, we are the tuning fork for our family. We're the tuning fork. So we need to ground into this expansive energy so we can lead the family, so we can lead our group practice, so we can be the next version of ourselves. So then I shower, and then this is kind of embarrassing. So here's the thing. There's something called decision fatigue. I don't want to waste my brain power because as a leader of a multi-7-figure coaching business and a team of 15, I have a lot of decisions to make. So I don't want to make the what do I have for breakfast decisions? What do I have for lunch decisions? That's why Barack Obama, I'm not comparing myself to him, but I kind of am in this moment. Those big people that we aspire to be, he wore the same thing apparently every single day, or a couple of suits he would rotate. And you see that with the big minds of our time. Aren't they always wearing the same thing? So can you take a bit of that and apply it to you? I'm the type of person, I actually don't mind eating the same thing every day. I kind of like it. So here's the embarrassing part. I have been, I'll link it if you want. It's this amazing chocolate smoothie. It's high protein. I put banana and spinach and blueberries, and I put some powder in it for my hair to be shiny. I'll link to that too. Oh my gosh, I forget what it's called. But I take this amazing shake. And the embarrassing part is I have been drinking the same breakfast since I was 24, 21 years. That'd be very boring for some of you, but I love it. I don't have to think about it. It tastes amazing. I feel so good. It's jam-packed with nutrients, and let's go. If I do those things, I meditate, I do yoga, and I have my power shake, I feel so ready. I get so much done. What is one thing you can do? Here's the thing. If your partner's not fabulous, maybe they're not that helpful, maybe you've got young kids, then you won't be able to do all of this. But can you do the shake? Or what about the multivitamins? I take vitamin B, vitamin D, a multivitamin. Like every vitamin you can think of, I take it. I fuel my body. We're ready to go. Air in the tires. We did the oil change, and it's going to be an amazing day. Your self-care has to be non-negotiable. Depending on your season of life right now, there are seasons, we know, it might look like just multivitamins for now. That's all I can do, Nicole. There's a lot going on in my life. I don't have the luxury of older kids because my kids are 9 now, and a husband that's really helpful. Or I'm a single parent. Like I just can only do what I can do. But what would you be doing if you treated your self-care as non-negotiable? What you want to do is reach a level that maybe nobody in your family has. So then you have to do the things that probably nobody in your family has, which is putting yourself first, which is delegating, which is automating, which is asking for help. So then I sit down. It's 9 a.m. I'm ready. I'm showered. I'm feeling good. Vibing high. Kids are at school. Thank you, Dan. Dan drove them, by the way. I accepted that help every morning. First thing I do is I go into my reminders app. I'm going to link a previous episode where I talked to you about how I reduce overwhelm and keep myself organized. I have an assistant. I have multiple assistants, but this one is Siri. Sorry if your phone just went off. I'm constantly talking to her because there's so much that goes on in my head, so many ideas, so many, oh gosh, I have to talk to that person. Let's say you're walking down the hall when I had the group practice. I would have 3 ideas just walking, talking to the admin, and then walking back. Soon, this is kind of crazy. I don't know if you've heard this yet. Soon there's going to be wearable AI where you can say things out loud and your AI bot that you're wearing around your neck will take notes, but that didn't exist then. So for now, we'll use Siri. The moment you have a thought that you're thinking, oh, I have to bring this to the team meeting. I have to order that supply. I can't forget that. Your new habit will be immediately to say, hey, S, and get her to write it down for you. Now, you don't have time to go through all that. That's why you're sitting down at 9 a.m., or that's what worked for me. And I would triage all the things from the day before that I told Siri. And by triaging, I mean I would move that to the team meeting. That I'll do it on, in 2 weeks because I know I've got some blank space there. And that has to happen right now. So I have to pay that invoice or respond to that person. I'm hyper organized, but it's literally because of this system. Do you create space for your full expanded self, because you are expanding as a human, my friend? Your identity is transforming into a CEO. That's a really big identity shift. This is like a rebirth. Are you making time for that every single morning by grounding in and feeling good, and then making time for it before 10 a.m.? That was my preference. I went through my Siri like, okay, where are we going today? What's important? And what were all my thoughts from yesterday? I don't have time to go through them all in this moment, but I'm going to triage them, make that time. And then my day would start. I would have a team meeting. I was seeing clients, of course, for 15 years. And then I started seeing less clients. That day will come for you, where I was able to pick the clients that were kind of my favorite. I know we're not supposed to say that, but the clients that I really, really enjoyed our work. And I would refer out to my mini me the ones that were just a better fit for them. And then I saw less clients. And then I want you to think, what would I be doing if I was seeing less clients? For me, I was rapidly growing. So in that time, I was marketing. I was on top of the Google ads. I was on top of the website. I was implementing ideas, making sure our blogs are going out. Our email marketing is going out. How are our relationships with doctors? So I was still filling that time. But then the revenue flowed in. And then I saw even less clients. Now, as I dwindled the clients, I was still supervising because I really wanted to be on the ground and never really lose my clinical sense of what was going on. So eventually I completely let go of clients and was just supervising. But then guess what happened? I was able to hire other supervisors and completely let that go and just own my CEO role, which was really beautiful. Can you imagine wearing only one hat? I feel that relief in my body for you. Now, of course, when you go home, there's all the other hats, right? Your mom hat, your wife hat, your husband hat, like all those hats, which will always be there. But imagine at work, what if that hat was your zone of genius hat, which is what I do all day long now in the McCants method. And what I mean is your zone of genius is what you love. You are in flow when you're doing it. What is that? You love to do it and you're good at it. What if that was the only hat that you wore? You're on your way there. I also still book white space. So still, because I believe these are habits of seven-figure earners. So now that I have this coaching business, I still talk to Siri. I still do 0 meetings before 10:30 and triage all of my Siri reminders because I tell Siri to set a reminder. So I triage my reminders. I still do that. And then doesn't life happen? Do you ever find that sometimes it's a complete shit show? I'm sorry, I just had to say that out loud. I hope you turn me down if there's a child around. It's a complete, right? Like windstorm. And don't you find sometimes it only happens, thank God, in my world now, very rarely, but when it does, it's like all on one day. I'm like, I wonder if it's my energy because my energy has shifted to be a bit low vibe because I'm dealing with this annoying thing, let's say. And then something happens with my kids and then my husband forgets something or does something. It's so, don't you notice that? And immediately when I notice it, I catch myself. I'm like, okay, Nicole, go do something for a second because you need to turn this around. You are magnetic. You are pulling this in. So just know that. But when that happens, guess what I use? Post-its. I use Post-its. So what I mean is I have 3 on my door right now. So one is we have to do something with like our heating system. It's a snow day today. Our kids are home and their room is really hot at night. It's just those things that happen. Snow happens, lots of it where I live, and all of a sudden it's a snow day, but I have to record this podcast. So to keep track of all the things, we have a grocery order supposed to come in today, but it's not. So we have 0 food and there's a snowstorm. Hopefully the pizza person can come and deliver. And the Post-its just keep me remembering like, okay, so-and-so, it's orange shirt day tomorrow and I have to pack their snow pants. And there's this other thing. I feel the visual reminders. This is actually really helpful for people who have ADHD. Having a visual reminder, multiple Post-its really work for me. But here's the thing. Even if you do not have ADHD, you might feel like it if you grow into a group though, because there's a lot. Post-its will help you and get you through, because the one thing that happens as you grow any big business is interruptions. My door would be closed. My operations manager would have to knock on the door. Hey, Nicole, sorry, just real quick, there's this thing that's happening. The owner of the building is going to do a fire alarm in 10 minutes. What should we do? Do we pull all the clients out? Like just those things happening, right? And so what I would do, I would be in the middle of an email. Have you ever done that? You've got 6 tabs open. You sit back down and you're like, oh gosh, I don't actually know what I was just doing. Shoot, I know I just dropped the ball. Before I get up to answer that door and deal with that interruption, and maybe it's my child in 5 minutes because it's a snow day, guess what I do? I write, I actually have one right here. You can't read my writing, but if you're watching on YouTube, I'm holding up a Post-it. It says Vox. Just minutes before doing this podcast, my director of operations sent me a Voxer. I don't want to forget to check that. It's probably important because she messaged me early this morning. The visual reminders. So even in the middle of an interruption, grab your Post-it, write down what you're doing right now. So when you sit back down, you're going to be like, what was I doing? Oh, right. The email. Or right. Okay. After that, I have to check that Voxer. P.S. Are you using Voxer as a side note? I'll put Voxer in the show notes for you. It's like a walkie-talkie app that will change your life. It's hands-free and you can quickly send kind of like a voice note back and forth to those people that are virtual. And honestly, because my clinic was 7,000 square feet, 24 rooms, it was big. Sometimes I didn't want to walk all the way down the hall. It was a long hall. I mean, I wanted to get my steps in, obviously, but I was just so busy. So sometimes if I needed to explain something and have a quick convo that I did not want to type into our instant messenger, Google Chat, I would quickly just voice note her. You're going to love it. Let's not forget the white space. Between everything you do, let's book 1/2 an hour. That's a whole 30 minutes of what I call white space. It's nothingness. You see, if you're driving this Ferrari all day, but you don't even stop for a second, guess what? You'll blow a tire. Guess what? The engine, the transmission gets too hot and the engine light goes on. It's a lot. You see, when you're in that meeting with your web designer or with your coach or with your client or with your supervisees, you're going to be getting messages from your team as you scale. It depends how big you scale. You can imagine 55 people, that's a lot of people. So as I'm doing something, there's messages coming in. Now, thank goodness I systemized. I had a clinic manager, an operation manager. I had an admin team of 6. But naturally, people are going to want me now and then. I spent the 30 minutes of white space having time to jump in just to make sure the team is good. We're all good. Okay. Sometimes there's no messages. So then you can grab a snack and chill in the kitchen and talk to people. Or if you're home, do some stretches, watch 20 minutes of TV, do whatever you want, sit outside, jump in your pool when you get the pool, do whatever you want, but have the white space. It's going to reduce the overwhelm. Please do that. That was the key to my success and the key to me not burning out. And then I ended my day every day back then at around 3:30, sometimes 4, but 3:30 was the goal. I was in my hot tub until 4. My kids got home from school shortly after, and I was able to wind down my nervous system so I could be the best present mom possible. I did not scroll on my phone. I didn't have to. You see, we reach for our phone, I think, when we're revved up to distract. But what if you gave yourself nurturing at the end of your day that you didn't have to do those distraction tools that a lot of us do? And now I end my day at 2:30, so you can get there. That's the perfect day for me. And 2:30 in the summer, I go for a walk, I go for a swim, have the best day ever. And then my kids get home and I get to be with them. But maybe you're a night owl. So maybe it's like you take everything that I just said and you just push it. What is your perfect day? You are the CEO. You get to design it. I watch no news. My husband likes the news. I do not like it at all. So he tends to watch it when I'm like not around. I don't know what's going on in the world. Some people might judge me for that, but I feel I'm so sensitive that I cannot. I just know I cannot, and that's okay. And I cannot watch horror movies. Cannot. I will have bad dreams and be afraid of the dark. Truly, I'm afraid of the dark. I can also not watch crime movies. They're so fascinating. My first degree was in criminology. I love it. I sometimes allow myself to watch that. Then I have bad dreams. So I cannot. It's just knowing, like, how do I protect my energy? There is so much abundance. Like, what if you're right on time? What if you're right on time, my beautiful friend? You're right on time. I know it doesn't feel that every day, but what if every single place that you are right now, even though sometimes it feels so backwards and it feels so around and around and I know that the days can feel like that. But what if it was designed that you're right on time and there's opportunities and synchronicities and the universe is always giving you magic and miracles and surprise and delights, but we just miss it because we're too in our head, we're too in fear, we're just busy, which is why I would love for you to create the white space to slow down a bit. I would love for you to ground in and calibrate your energy the moment that you wake up. It will change everything. And what this ultimately does, it will change your life, is you become a receiver. You are magnetic. You become a receiver. And I want you to practice. Here's your homework. This week, I'm going to hold you accountable somehow. I'd like you to ask for help. Ask him for help. Do it. Ask her for help. Do it. I got your back. It works. I promise. I did it. But then you need to receive. Practice receiving. That's your homework. Practice receiving. What does that look like for you? If someone says, do you want this thing? Yes, please. Practice receiving the compliments. Practice the intimacy with your partner. Be a receiver. Receive it all. And then the universe will just give you more and more. And one last thing, for those of you who have not scaled yet, you're just scared. You've been listening a lot. You know all the things. Like when it's go time, you're going to be like a rocket. We both know you got all the things ready. You just haven't pressed start yet, right? Here's what I want you to hear. Your to-do list will never be done. We will all die with an undone to-do list. I know so many of us are waiting. I have to wait until my to-do list is done. Our high achieving brains work. It will never be done. Let's just own that in this moment. And then it will allow us to take whatever action to live our best lives and actually take it right now. Take all of that in, take it with you, and I'll see you next week.